Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another edition of Paradigm Shift and Educational Comedy. Today, we're here with me, Dave Kelso, Time Warrior, and Richard Hamilton, aka GeneralTate, to show off the art of a fellow PSEC crew member, Richelle DeYoung, also known as Forever Artist 5454 on deviantART.com. Showing off this art is going to be under the topic of female self-image and societal paradigms that make women see themselves in a false sense of lacking self-worth instead of as the inspirational, awesome badasses that they can be and are. And with that said, I'm going to initiate the screen share mode. Alrighty. Is everything visible?
Yep.
Okay, so before I begin, I want to explain what has prompted this, because obviously there are reasons and inspirations that prompted this whole thing. It's not just merely for the hell of it. Alrighty. The last hangout that we had, the I Learned More with Common Core, Richelle was actually invited to that one, but she declined. And there was a very specific reason that she declined. She's been going through a lot of self-image issues, not only about the fact, of her art and, thinking, oh, well, it's just okay. I'm not going to get a lot of views anyway, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and underestimating that. But also her, ability to get on YouTube and say anything relevant. She was just like, oh, you guys are all so much better than me at this, and I'm not going to really offer anything worthy of participation, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And especially in terms of, now that she is a legal adult, suddenly, there's all these different financial concerns that start happening. And the idea of being able to make money with YouTube videos and make money with her art and do things entrepreneurially and actually succeed, that whole idea contradicts with the societal dogma of, oh, you have to apply to be somebody else's wage slave, and if you're not working directly for the very corporate fuckheads that you hate, that you feel are screwing with you and ruining society, then you're not doing a valid, honest day's work or whatever, and you're only doing honest, legit work if you're working for the people that are screwing you. But if you're using your own creativity and talents to make an honest living, well, that's not honest. And it's total cognitive dissonance, because our minds get totally filled with this bullshit. And then, chicks have it even worse, because look at how society treats them. It's like you've got beautiful girls that don't fully realize that they're beautiful, and then they're all looking at each other like, oh, you're more beautiful than me, so you must not have any problems. Your life must be perfect, and blah, blah, blah. And one of these days, me and Richelle plan on doing a hangout on that topic, by the way, when she builds up her confidence more. She told me she doesn't want to touch on that. But she said even just the other day, one of her friends said exactly that sort of stuff to her, like, oh my God, Richelle, you're so beautiful. So, sees I'm not. And Rochelle's like, what? Yes, you are. And like, shut up. No, I'm not. Well, sees I'm not. That means you can't, you don't have any problems. You must have a perfect self-image and a perfect life, and everything's all blissful and happy, buddies and kitties and rainbows. And Rochelle's looking at her like, what? What are you talking about? So yeah, Rochelle's been kind of beating herself up with all these paradigms, and we, her friends, have been helping to kind of uplift her and move her out of that, and we've had some success with that a little bit since the other day. But right now, the only reason she's not here with us is because she's hanging out with a friend. So that's cool. We respect that. We gave her the link to participate if she wants to, if she has the availability, but otherwise, she's busy, and that's cool. So one of the first things that I want to do is kind of show off the stats on the different art pictures. And oh, I want to bring it into all, not featured. Okay. There we go. Now she's beautiful. Here's her right now, and she's a cutie, and her personality is adorable, and you know, people like her for her. And you know, even just her uploading stuff like this, you know, this is only uploaded one day, 6 hours ago. She's got 34 views, 2 favorites, 1 comment. Let's move forward. And with this, let's touch on the idea of body art. You know, society has taught us that, oh, the female body, yicky, perverted. If you think it's beautiful, you're a pervert. Oh my God, you must have a fetish. Look at that, blah, blah, blah. And it's all this, like, all this stupid shit that just make women feel dirty. You know, it's like they're trying to, you know, to express their beauty, but instead they get sucked in by the fashion industry who's saying, you're broken, but don't worry, we got a product that'll fix you up. You know, so the fashion industry, like, totally monopolizes on low self-esteem. Oh, look at this, just people admiring the beauty that is her. 45 views, 4 favorites, 1 comment. Moving forward, let's move forward even more. Of course, she takes pictures of all sorts of other stuff, you know, nature photos, places she's been. She's a really good photographer. So even this, you know, this simple picture of clouds, she's got 30 views, 6 favorites, 1 comment. It was only uploaded a day and 7 hours ago. That's pretty good. Moving on, we got this really kick-ass forest thing. And looks like there's some ferns up in there too. I know I got some ferns in my garden, but wow, not this many. And interesting little conversation with me and her here. I'm like, I see ferns. And she's like, I spy with my little eye something green. And then I decided to be a smart ass and do this. Yeah, I spy something green with my little eye too. It's not in your picture, but anyway, so yeah, ferns and trees, 33 views, 6 favorites, 7 comments. Let's move forward. Another, you know, forestry shot. The Muir Woods, so many greens. 28 views, 5 favorites. And, you know, she's uploaded all these that we're showing you right now in less than 2 days' time. And they're already getting this amount of views. Then there's this really strangely, bizarrely awesome, like tree thing. Almost looks like shattered windshield glass or something with the angle and the lighting. Like, really interesting effect with that one. And 26 views, 5 favorites. Cool deal. And, you know, again, that's in not too much time at all. Some skyscrapers of some sort here. Even that, 27 views, 3 favorites, uploaded a day and 7 hours ago. That's cool. Then here she is with that big old welcoming smile. And what bridge is that behind her?
The Golden Gate Bridge in San
That's
Francisco.
What I thought it was. I wasn't 100%. That's what I thought it was. But you live more to that area than I do, so I figured you'd probably know better. Yeah, so this one, 39 views, 3 favorites, you know. Who can resist a beautiful smile and a really kick-ass bridge on some kick-ass landscape back there? You can see all the hills and stuff and the sky. You know, no geoengineering back there yet, as far as I could tell. But you know, looking awesome. And hell, that's pretty good for a selfie. You could tell. Look at the way her arm is extended. Like, she took that as just a freaking selfie, but it's like a badass, you know, little shot. And she, like, got everything in the background there. So I think that's pretty damn good for just, like, holding up the camera at your face. And Pretty good indeed. Here's her and her friend, just, you know, casual pic there, having fun. I think that's one from California again. And that one's 30 views, 2 favorites. Yep, that smile there. You got U-Haul in the background, apparently. And all the beautiful comments, sweet, you look beautiful and have a great smile too. Your smile makes my day. 65 views, 6 favorites, 6 comments, just on that beautiful, gorgeous smile there. You know, so like, what does that tell her? Doesn't that just kind of show that her self-image paradigms that are like, oh, who am I? No, no, no. Doesn't that kind of call bullshit on that right there? I mean, look at that. Just a casual picture, and she's getting all these nice comments and things, and, you know, all these views and favorites and stuff. I mean, you know, come on. Another one, I love Disneyland forever. That's when she was at Disneyland. And again, more compliments and stuff. 46 views, 5 favorites, 5 comments. And then here's a picture of her and her brothers just like shunning it because, according to the description, she says, my brother does not like getting his picture taken with me. He thinks selfies are a stupid waste of time and resources. Yeah, okay, whatever. Haters gonna hate, right? Oh well, tough shit. And, you know, that waste of time and resources has 32 views, 1 fave, not to mention all the other selfies that have a lot more. So, waste of time and resources? I think not. And then here's her and a friend just kind of like, derp. Hey guys, we're in Disneyland. Yay! Where Mickey Mouse can bend you over and rape you on the Millennium Falcon. Views, 33 views, 1 fave. Oh my god, more body art. Oh my god, how nasty and stupid and ew. Shut up, society. Bunch of creepy fucks. Making women feel all dirty and shit. Shame on you. And you too, fashion industry, go fuck yourselves. Views, 39, favorites 3, comments 3. Okay. Moving on. Another nice smile there. You know, it's like that's another thing with like the whole like societal freaking fetishism and stuff that, you know, makes girls feel dirty about themselves and like they're broken. It's like, oh, a smile, no problem. But, you know, there's all sorts of other different expressions that like, oh my God, that's fetishy, that's dirty, that's horrible. You realize what that sort of talk does to a girl's self-esteem? I'm like, you know, like, honestly, like, you say that shit, that's telling the girl, you're disgusting, you're dirty, you're horrible, you're wrong. You know? What do you think that does to a girl's emotional and psychological state, you bunch of fucks? Damn society. 50 views, 6 favorites.
Yeah, exactly. It makes a girl think that, you know, she's got to feel guilty if she uploads something that's awesome or pretty or, you know, beautiful.
Yeah,
just another example of neurosis.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, but the female body is not dirty. Now, obviously, just because it's not dirty, that doesn't mean that I recommend that, like, you know, a girl let, you know, like 5 guys shove all their cocks in her at once and, you know, do all this, like, degrading shit or whatever. I'm not, you know, promoting, like, the subjugation and the whoring of women's bodies. I'm just saying that if you put the idea into women's heads that, oh, their body is dirty, their body is horrible, their body is something to be ashamed of, oh my God, then, like, what do you think it does to their emotional state? They're not thinking very much of themselves. So You know, they're not going to be thinking that they are capable or worthy or anything, and that's going to like sabotage anything else that they try to do in every other aspect of their lives. You know, everything from schoolwork to, well, work and relationships and friendships and everything else. And you know, you wonder why a lot of girls are such drama queens. Who programmed them to be that way? Who's telling them constantly, you're ugly, you're worthless, you're dirty, you're nasty, you shouldn't be thinking this or saying that or feeling that or expressing this and blah blah blah. You know, who's making them feel like fucking creeps just for the crime of being female? That is like bullshit. Views 44, favorites 4, comments 6. So yeah, Rochelle's really kicking ass here. Moving on to the next. Oh my god, more body art, and there's like art there and feet there, and oh, that must be a fetish and blah blah, and she should be ashamed of herself for uploading that. And yeah, fuck you. And there's like someone blowing on the flame here. And it's like she's like, guys, she's really blowing on my toes since they're so hot and adorable, because toes are toes and toes are cute. Oh, well, she can't just be saying that as just an expression of being cute and silly. She must be pandering to fetishism in the porn industry. After all, she's a female. Females' bodies are dirty, and females are dirty, and they can be nothing but whores and prostitutes and blah blah. Shut up, society. People suck. Views 51, favorites 4, comments 5. Moving on.
Well, our society has been so drained by the neurosis that women are nothing more than meat on hooks that need to be pounded, like, you know,
Yeah.
pounded to pulp with meat cleavers. And, you know, anytime they express themselves in anything that's, you know, artistic or cute or silly or zany, it's viewed as some sort of sexual advance. Now, in some ways, when they do that, it is, but, you know, that's not in all cases, and it's not, you know, that's not 99.9% of cases. That's, you know.
Like, you know, if a girl's on a street corner dressed all kinky and she comes up and grabs her balls and says, hey, you want any action? You know what that means. And you're like, yeah, here's a 40, here's a couple of 20s. Yeah. Obviously, that's freaking prostitution. We're not recommending that. But, you know, society makes a girl feel like she's a whore no matter what. And, you know, even the people that are trying to defend women's rights, like, God, I think feminists are actually some of the worst offenders, even beyond that of men, because feminists are going on like, women shouldn't dress like whores. Women shouldn't be treated like whores. And they're like defining what whore is. And they're defining it as, you know, in this uptight, you know, freaking like anything a girl does is, well, don't do that, otherwise you're a whore. And they're saying that that's like defending women's rights and self.
Even though at the same time even at the same time though they dress like lot lizards and, you know, freaking act like it, and, you know, they'll wear these huge ass shirts with like low cut, and they'll be like, just because I'm wearing it doesn't mean you have the right. And it's like, what? Then don't wear it. Wear a turtleneck. Put a burqa on.
You don't have the right, but I do. All you other girls that don't agree with me, you're whores. But I'm not a whore, because I'm the feminist up on the microphone saying, go feminism, yay! I mean, it's just a bunch of hypocritical double standard bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when I'm talking about this stuff, I'm not even like, you know, I'm not saying guys are the only offenders to this. I'd say that women are probably worse offenders than the guys are as far as promoting female low self-esteem. And of course, the fashion industry. Let's face it, you know, fashion industry, you know, might be majority owned by men, but there's a lot of women who have gotten rich in that industry, making money off of women's low self-esteem. You know, there's these, you know, corporate managers making six-figure salaries that are women that are walking around acting like they're God's gift to the planet, freaking making money hand over fist while raping the self-esteem of young girls. I mean, so I'm not blaming men. I'm not being like, oh, men, shame on you. It's not men that only say this stuff. It's women berate other women more than men berate women. And I hate that double standard of like, if if a woman excuse me, woman or girl, it's like the same whether it's high school or college or whatever, if a woman isn't fucking a guy, then she's a social reject and she's a loser and shunned by all. But if a woman does fuck a guy, oh, she's a whore and she's a loser and a social reject and shunned by all. But then if a guy goes and gets laid by all these girls, yeah, stud, you go. And worst of all, women promote this attitude more than men. It's sick. It's scary. It's like if a girl isn't getting laid, all the other girls are like, tee she can't get a boyfriend. Tee oh, she's got a boyfriend, but they're not screwing. He must be rejecting her.
Oh, and then there's the opposite part of the equation, like on the other side where guys are like, oh, you can't get ass. You're 16 and haven't gotten any yet. That means you're not that impressive in bed. And it's like, what? I'm sorry. What does that have to do with anything? That's like saying because there's not a number 5 on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're not good at trigonometry or something. That's about as much sense as that makes. It's like, what?
And then of course, with all the low self-esteem that these beautiful girls are put into, like, then the guys have their own low self-esteem and they've been brainwashed too. So they're thinking, oh, I better not approach that girl over there, not even to try to just be a friend to her because she's so beautiful. She's probably got all the friends in the world and she's just gonna shun me as a loser anyway. And he doesn't know that she's just putting up a really good act to pretend that inside herself she's not moping and going, man, I wish I even knew one person that didn't treat me like a piece of crap, who understood, and who, when I tried to tell them about how I feel, wasn't like, oh, you're just throwing a pity party. Shut up and get over yourself, you dumb bitch. So a lot of guys don't realize that, if they would just approach some of these girls and just, befriend them and accept them for who they are, not try to mold them into who the guy's hoping she is, but really wanting to get to know her for who she is and expecting nothing more than just friendship out of it, man, you're going to have a great, wonderful female friend. And out of that friendship, it may or may not bloom into more. Who knows? But, if you're going to sit there like, oh, well, she's probably going to think I'm a loser anyway, then you're never going to know. You're never going to understand that there's a lot of these girls that are just even looking for a nice guy just to be friends with who, can understand them and who isn't going to like judge them and say shame on you for every little fucking thing, And there's nothing wrong with being that friend. Hell, as a matter of fact, if you are that type of friend with those types of girls, hey, you might even make a girlfriend out of one of their girlfriends. The more girls you get to know, you know what I mean? It's like, but the guys are sitting there thinking low of themselves too, and thinking, well, I can't appreciate the female body as a beautiful art form because if I dare do it, then I'm going to get called a creepy fetishist and accused of shit. You know what? You probably are. Fucking deal with it. Just respect those other people's opinion and say, hey, that's not what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. But, if you want to think that's creepy, then cool. I think it's creepy that you have no concept of beauty whatsoever. And I think you're a deplorable loser. But hey, cool. We could think badly of each other. Awesome. Let that be the level of respect that you have for yourself and for the right of your haters to hate. And you'd be surprised what that does and how that's really, kind of life-changing. And this picture has 40 views, 3 favorites, 4 comments, and moving on. and call on my phone. I don't recognize the number, so it can go to voicemail or whatever. And here's another cute shot of Richelle here. Looks like she's got some glittery stuff on her eyes there. And she's just kind of expressing her outfit. You know, apparently she's got this new outfit on, just loving my hair and outfit and makeup, just being me is totally awesome. And like, obviously, when she's saying that stuff, it's like a lot of girls think, oh, well, if I say that, I'm going to be viewed as a narcissist and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, by some people you might, because they have a dreary look on reality. But, you know, her saying this is basically just kind of an affirmation to herself more than anything, because she's been trained to think horrible of herself, and she's trying to get herself out of that, you know, psychologically, emotionally abusive rut that, you know, society and the fashion industry and all these other influences that put her and other girls into. So she's kind of putting that out there. Then, of course, she's getting positive feedback to validate it. Gorgeous as usual. Have to agree. You do look awesome. Pretty eyes. So, you know, all these comments are obviously very nice. They're not creepy. They're not like, hey baby, yeah, I want to get with some of that. I'm William Black. No, it's not like that. These are very, very nice, civil, very genuine comments, which, you know, definitely is going to serve to, you know, help her improve her own state of being. Views 49, favorites 4, comments 6. Moving forward. And there's her with that little, like, you know, cutely devious, like, I wonder what I should do now. Sort of look. Oh, and here's another thing. Rich, notice how big her eyes are. You ever notice the girls of the, whether you want to call them the newer generations or crystal kids or whatever you want to call them? Notice a lot of them have like the telltale sign of the anime eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I almost think that like the anime eye art form that started like in the 60s, 70s, whenever it was, is almost prophetic. You know, like they were kind of trying to tell us something. And that this is like one of the signs to look for. Because like, you know, these huge anime eyes are like kind of like a new phenomenon in the human experience. Like, I don't know about you, Rich, but, you know, except for the girls of modern times, I've never seen that. You know, look at all the pictures from, you know, back decades ago, as far back as you want to go, as many pictures as there are to look at. You're not going to see this. Have you ever seen that in older pictures?
Oh, probably. I've seen so many, you know, news photos of women over the decades. I mean, you know, I'd say within the last, at least since the 40s, that started to happen. We're kind of entering that age where females are starting to really be females. It's just there's a lot of rocky bumps along the way. That's all.
I don't know. What do you think is creating this? Well, whatever term you want to use, genetic change, anomaly, physical evolution, whatever you want to call it. You know, these larger eyes, and I'm seeing it, you know, in all different races of girls. I'm seeing it all across the world. It's not like it's just centered in only one geography or something, or only one type. I'm seeing it all over the place, and it's like, you know, just become this phenomenon to where there's a lot of girls with this type of like anime eye phenomenon. And, you know, what do you think is the cause of it in your opinion? Obviously, you don't know what the cause of it is. Nobody does. But just, you know, like your opinion.
Oh, maybe just the change of energetic frequency, you know.
Like, do you think this is something just natural that happens in the course of evolution of a human species? Or, I
Uh,
mean,
I don't know. That's getting into theories that haven't really been hypothesized on.
Yeah.
I would
This is
just
your
say,
opinion.
I would just say, in my opinion, it's just a change of energetic frequency, you know. And I've noticed girls are starting to get a lot cuter, and you know, and that kind of, you know, just real kind of cute look. I mean, just curvy, cute, you know.
Just that more empowered look to kind of, you know, reinforce the idea that females are equal, and that, you know, because obviously, you know, for the longest time, we have lived in a patriarchy. And no, that's not me blaming men for anything. Before the patriarchy, there was the matriarchy, and that didn't do any better. You know, it's two sides of one dysfunction. To try to say that either gender is somehow better or should rule over the other. Most people don't even know that back in the ancient Egyptian times, that the pharaoh wasn't the boss. It's the pharaoh's wife that was the boss, and it was the princess that picked the pharaoh. Most people don't know that. Egyptian times was definitely a matriarchy, but that is, you know, not commonly known. But if you look into your history, it's there. So we've done the matriarchy thing, the patriarchy thing. Neither of them work well. It's all dysfunction. When you try to make it as if one gender's better than the other, society's going to go to shit. Same thing with trying to think one race is better than another or whatever. You know, you're going to get a lot of silly, stupid shit happening. 52 views, 3 faves, 9 comments. Another cute picture, her just being silly. That's another thing. I mean, I think just girls being silly and cute and girly is cute. A lot of guys are like, oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's being immature. That's being blah blah blah.
I think girls being happy and cute, I think that's sexy. I think it's a turn on. It's a lot better than a lot of those Miss Priss type girls, the
Yeah.
traditional type females.
I'm better than everyone else. Kiss my bottom. I'm upper society. Ho ho ho.
Because I've been around females that are like that are just
Yeah.
totally way too proper and full of themselves, and they are not anything. They're just annoying. I think of that as annoying and stupid, and I look down on that. As were for girls just being herself and being giggly and silly and cute, and, you know, cute and whatever, you know. I think it's sexy, you know. That's just me.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like the guys that think that, you know, girls being girly and cute is lame or whatever. Like, what would you prefer, for a girl to be manly? If you'd like a girl to be manly, I'd have to suspect that you are in the closet and you don't want to come out. So you are psychologically projecting outward because you are not okay with your own self-esteem about being gay, because gays are picked on too. So I don't know. And that's what I think. I think there's some definitely like in the fucking closet shit going on when these guys act like they're manly and like, oh, girls being cute is stupid, it's lame, it's immature. No, it's you psychologically projecting because you're trying to detract attention away from yourself because you're in the freaking closet, my man. In the closet. Yeah. So I'm just gonna call that for what that is. This one has 65 views, 7 favorites, 3 comments. Moving on. And here's another happy, cute, silly sort of, yay, I'm having fun, motherfuckers. See? So being cute is fun, ha ha ha, and exciting. Yeah. This is like an empowering picture. This is like, when you see something like this, it's like, yay, happy, fun, exciting, good feelings. I mean, you know, whereas you look at a picture of one of these stuck up, prissy, frowny girls, like, I am Queen Cornholio, and you will give me tippy for me self righteous butthole. Bow to me. You know.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate. I notice a lot of contrast. You know, there's girls like Richelle who are maintaining their integrity regardless of societal pressure. And then there's girls like my ex, which unfortunately were at one point like Richelle and just totally caved in because their reality around them was totally disintegrating because they were insecure to begin with.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that state of being does have a lot to do with how the body is going to be physically formed at any given time. Like, and not just in girls. I mean, I'll give myself as an example. Once upon a time, I was extremely overweight. You know, looked like I had a freaking beach ball for a stomach. And no matter what I tried to do to lose weight, for as long as I was in the mindset of I'm fat and I'm stupid and I'm just fat, and everybody hates that I'm fat, and I'm getting shunned by girls because I'm fat and I'm fat and I'm fat, and that's the only real reality, and I'm so depressed that I'm fat. Nothing I did to try to lose weight would help. I had to learn how to start shifting my state of being. Then all the stuff that I did for, dieting and exercise and pills and whatever and this and that, then it all started to work because my own state of being wasn't fighting it. And another thing about putting on fat as well is that the body also puts on fat not only when you're in a negative state of being, but also when you're malnutritioned and you're not getting enough nutrition. The body thinks it's in a starvation mode, so it puts on fat to try to preserve itself. That's why starvation diets don't work, because it's not about how much you shove down your throat, it's about how much nutrition is in what you're shoving down your throat. And I've seen girls, like similarly, like have crappy states of being, and they're like total heifers, and then they have a paradigm shift and they just like go into a much more positive state of being and better belief systems, and they transform into hotties, and vice versa. I mean, I've seen chicks that were like, senior year prom queen, knockout, total hottie, and then, they start going downhill with their state of being, and, you could substitute them in for the Goodyear blend. A lot of people also blame thyroid problems and stuff too, but they don't realize, gee, what created the thyroid problem? When you have a low state of being, you're literally telling your central nervous system, stand down, fuck it, let's not do what I'm supposed to do. I got my marching orders. And I mean, that's a scientific fact, because the emotions and thoughts and beliefs that you're feeling, that's just not etheric, ideological, ooey wooey things out there that don't really exist. For you to be capable of thinking it and feeling it, that's an energetic signature, resonance frequency. And guess what? You got a central nervous system, it's electrical. And these frequencies are going through your brain, they're going through your central nervous system. So you're almost kind of like a house with a biological house with like a breaker box system and stuff. And when you're surging, too much of this shit and overload through you, you're going to have fuses blow. And that comes in the form of dis-ease, a body at ease, body not at ease, or what we refer to as disease. So, people think all these things that you think cause cancer. No, they don't cause cancer. They're an aggravating factor. All the people that, whether they smoke too much or whatever, and then they get heart cancer or lung cancer, if you look at what their state of being is and how healthy they eat or not, in most cases, you'll see that their nutrition is not that good. Their state of being is in the shitter. So their body is completely, damaged and out of whack because they haven't been good to it physically, emotionally, or psychologically. So yeah, you do that. You start smoking on some stuff and getting that into your lungs. Normally, the heart and lungs can kick that out. But if your body is damaged, it's got no way of defending itself, so it can't kick that out. Just like Japan, they smoke 3 times more than Americans, and they have the lowest lung cancer and heart cancer rates on the planet. But, look at their culture. Well, at least prior to Western culture starting to infiltrate, but, before all that started to happen, look at their culture. overall, they're a fairly happy people with, you know, respect to family and friends, and they eat overall fairly healthy, and you know, they're in their culture they've been brought up to do good for their physical health and their emotional health and their psychological health, and you know, all the way going back to their ancestors, they understood that these things, you know, they have something to do with each other, that it's not just ideological bullshit. You know, it all factors in with, you know, your immune system health. So if you got shitty psychology, shitty emotions, you're not getting the right nutrition, then yeah, your body's not going to be kicking out toxins like it's supposed to do. It's going to be collecting them like Oscar the Grouch in his garbage can. Anything more to say on that? You still here, Rich? Looks like he's still logged in. We don't hear him, but okay. 85 views, 5 favorites, 4 comments. Moving on. Another cute smiling Richelle there. More positive feedback. 63 views, 5 favorites, 5 comments. Really wish we had Richelle here to comment though, or at least some other female to, you know, inject the female perspective, but everybody's busy at the moment. 35 views, 2 favorites, 1 comment. Very happy comments. Look at that. Yay. All the cheering and thumbs up and all that stuff. Then it looks like we're moving in onto her nail art. She's really awesome at this. I mean, I've told her that, you know, she should do the nail art on like those, you know, those press-on fake nail stuff. And then, you know, she could actually sell that and other girls could like wear that and stuff and she could make money on that. It's like I checked on Amazon.com. They're real cheap, like something like 500 nails for $5 or, you know, or something like that. And so I mean, like if she sold like, you know, a set of nails for like $10 or something, you know, factor in the cost for the fake nails as well as the nail polish and whatever, you know, she's probably looking at least $7 or $8 in profit there. But oh no, you know, society says you can't make money with your artistic talents. That's fraudulent. That's wrong. That's stupid. You have to be a slave at Walmart, bag groceries, minimum wage for the rest of your life. Then you're doing something legit. Yeah, fuck you, whatever. And of course, 52 views, 4 favorites. Rich, are you back yet? Apparently not. Here's another one, and apparently she did a little bit of an edit. You can kind of see like the sun stripes going through it here. She's got her cool little hat and everything. A true champ. A true champion works hard and earns their title. It's not something simply given away. Champions believe in themselves even when no one else does. Damn straight. All you females out there, take those words to heart, because I'm telling you, the only way to bring people around you that are gonna reflect to you that, hey, you know, you are beautiful, you are awesome, you are inspiring, go you, is if you have confidence in yourself. Because when you have confidence in yourself, then you're expressing that outward in stuff like this. Yeah, you're gonna occasionally get some haters too. Oh, you're a narcissistic bitch because you're having the audacity to do body art and make poses and blah blah. You're so self-centered, arrogant, da da da. Well, you know, haters are gonna hate and they're gonna talk shit. So, you know, no matter what you do, you can't appease everybody. Some people just aren't happy unless they just aren't happy. So you can't try to please everybody. You got to just, you know, be outgoing and be true to yourself and be that true champion that Richelle's talking about here. And hey, Hater's gonna hate. Fuck a hater, okay? You know, screw them. Let them have their opinion. Respect their right to their opinion. You don't have to battle them and fight them or anything. Just be like, hey, that's your opinion. Cool. I disagree with you. You got yours. I got mine. Cool. Whatever. You know, just kind of take it in stride. They won't know what to do with it because they're going to be like, what? You're supposed to tell me to shut up and that I supposedly can't have a bad opinion of you and that I'm being naughty. You're not fighting me. I can't feel justified. What the fuck? So, yeah, that's how you deal with haters. 68 views, 3 favorites, 7 comments. Rich, are you back?
Mm-hmm.
There he is. And there's another one of Richelle. Why I smile, I hope it shines for miles and miles. All kinds of groups. This one's joined too. I'm the artist, Terra Libre, all this other stuff. Okay, cool. 159 views. Holy shit. And 16 today. 9 favorites, 21 comments, and even 4 downloads. Wow, look at that. Awesome. And that one was uploaded, when was that uploaded? June 18th. Okay. Again, there's another cute one. Just her just being cute. Being silly and totally myself is my favorite thing to do. Plus, I look cute. Well, I can't disagree with you there, Richelle. Totally.
You know.
And look at all the praise. What's up, Rich?
The one thing I wish girls would do more often, and you know, because one of the art forms of women that I do appreciate the most is like how women used to dress in the 40s. They dressed with a little bit of class. I wish I could see that more often because, you know, a lot of women nowadays, and I think it's just kind of because of general societal neurosis, but a lot of women just don't dress with class anymore. They just kind of, you know, there's just no. I'm not saying that's all women out there, but you know,
yeah, you're not saying
from what I see in general. You know, it just seems like women don't dress with class like they used to in the 40s and, you know, late 30s.
Well, that's because women back then were doing exactly what women are discouraged from doing today. They were being artistic. They were using their imaginations, and they were being as artistic as possible with how they express themselves because there wasn't as much apathy in the 40s. I'm not saying the 40s were perfect or anything. I'm just saying there wasn't as much apathy because back then America was still a young, blooming country, and there was all this optimism that, you know, you can be all that you can be and you can express yourself and there's freedom and get creative and creativity equals success. And, you know, you had a lot of that going on back in the 40s and even, you know, with women as well. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, so I think, you know, when people like Richelle are getting up there and, you know, being artistic and having that courage, you know, they're kind of bringing back that spirit of it, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, women back then used to dress in nice fancy dresses, and you know, to me, that's kind of a turn on. I mean, that's just kind of like, you know, woman dressing with class, you know.
But not like societal conformity, not like the manufactured, hot off the presses, every girl's wearing the same thing. You must do this because you are a societal drone and you must be in with the in crowd because you are a member of the board. Resistance is futile.
No, I mean, you know, and back then people dressed in their own individualistic ways. They didn't dress to some like fashion designer blueprint. This is how you must, you know, and if you don't, fuck you.
A lot of girls were making their own dresses and shit back then too.
That's what I mean. And that's, you know, I'm sorry, that's a turn on. You just don't see that anymore. You know, hell, you bring that up with a lot of girls nowadays. They go, ew, dresses, those are so stupid. I don't like that. That's gay. It's like, what? It's like, what, you don't want...
Me personally, pants, shorts, dresses, whatever, wear them all anytime you want.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously.
Pick them up, you know.
Obviously. But I'm just saying, from a personal perspective, it's like, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, all the pictures Richelle's uploaded and stuff, it's like, you know, she's been in shorts and jeans and dresses. She's, you know, she's done all sorts of fancy stuff. She changes it up. She mixes it up, you know. She
Yeah,
gets
and I wish I would see more of that, because a lot of girls, you know, they think they only have to do things a certain way, and if they do it in any other fashion, you know, it's fucked and wrong, and you know, that's
you
just so
have to do as
stupid.
the board commands. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated into the fashion collective. Yeah, societal meme is pretty fucked. And yes, I am smoking on a tobacco pipe for anyone who hears the click, click, click. This one has 90 views, 6 favorites, 23 comments. That's cool. Moving on to the next. That's a nice one. You can tell she edited that a bit. That's cool. I like the contrast in this. How about you, Rich? I like the contrast.
Although I'm kind of in gameplay at the moment, can't really.
I'm presenting art and you're in gameplay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, in fairness, Rich has seen all of her art already.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not there like, fuck Rochelle's art. No, he's literally been through it all already. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. All I can say, her boyfriend is a very lucky man.
I like the fact that her boyfriend Tyler is very genuine and respectful and honestly loves her and treats her right. Because my God,
And he's not an abusive control freak dick who is totally, you know, against the idea of her uploading her art and her photos of herself and whatever part of herself she wants to highlight.
and he's not a jealous fucknut that gets all butthurt about her having male friends and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this guy, I mean, you know, he's a totally upstanding guy, and I love it that he is her boyfriend because for most of my life experience, you know, I've been used to the female friends that like end up dating the jealous control freak, and then it's like, you know, I get the phone call, you're not allowed to be friends with her anymore. I'm gonna come whoop your ass. I'm like, all right, you know where I live. Nobody ever kind of took me up on it, but you know, it's like whatever. But you know, and then you know the type of guys that would like treat her like shit and totally abuse the girl and just, you know, and then the girl's got the low self-esteem thinking, if I let this guy go, then I'll never find anyone else and I'll be alone forever. And then, oh, here was the worst that I would hear from them. I know he's a jerk, but I can change him. My love for him will prevail. Oh, it will prevail. I can change. No, it's like, have I been able to change you? No matter how much I try to tell you that you freaking deserve better than all these dicks you attract. Well, no, but yeah. Well, then why do you think that your love will prevail? Dude's a dick. That's his choice. You can't change it.
Mm.
You know, so that was like the worst. Like, my love will change him. That's appeasement shit. You know, that's the girl saying he must be who I say he has to be. That's like being as control freaky with him as the guy's being with her. You know, so
Yeah,
not smacking him around.
that's what a certain family member who is married to my dad did in the beginning of their marriage.
What do you mean?
Oh, that I'll be able to change him and, you know, do what I want with him, and it's like, yeah, whatever. And said family member still acts like that to this day.
Yeah. Again, all the positive feedback, all the joined to all the groups. 107 views, 9 favorites, 8 comments, 3 downloads. There's some more of her nail art. Like she hand draws this stuff. Like, you know, I mean, I'm a very patient person, but I could never have the patience to deal with things that tiny and that intricate like that. Kind of almost reminds me of an old computer client I used to work for, Joseph Jewelers. Like this guy, he could fix the tiniest little components on watches and jewelry and repair policemen's badges and like all this tiny intricate shit. And it's like he did it all by hand. And even when he would have to get really creative and improvise and put something in that was not necessarily to spec, but it worked, and he kind of customized it to where it looked like it was supposed to be there. It's like, you know, that shit looked like it was new, store-bought, original design, supposed to be there, machine pressed. And, you know, this guy works in freaking magic. And I look at that like, how in the hell do you have the patience to do that? He didn't have much patience for anything else. Yeah. But he had patience for that intricate work. I mean, it's like brain surgery, but with watches and jewelry and stuff. So, like, she's got that ability to do all sorts of little intricate, you know, designs and stuff. And this isn't even her best work. She's got some really awesome freaking designs and stuff in here. 49 views, 3 faves. Moving on. Oh, but it's fetishism. Shut up. Fuck you, society. Yep, too cute for her own good. Here's just another adorable pose, that welcoming smile. That when you're friends with a girl like that, you feel better about yourself because, you know, she's your friend because she likes you for who you are, and she's not like psychologically projecting the fuck all over you. I've definitely got a better quality of friends these days, like Katerina and Richelle and Kristen and so on and so forth. You know, people who accept me for me and who aren't like psychologically projecting all the fuck over me, and I accept them for them. And so there's like, you know, little to no drama in my life, and it's a really awesome change from what it used to be in the past with all the drama, the bitching, and the, oh my fucking god. Views 105, favorites 8, comments 13. And there's the graduation one. Even with this, let's see, 33 views, 4 faves, 12 comments. Here's a photo manipulation she did, because she does do expressive photo manipulation stuff in there too. This one's called Sickly. She said, I love playing with effects on Pixlr, and this one makes me look super sick with some weird skin disease thing. What do you guys think? Don't forget to comment, critique, fave, and watch. And this one has 57 views, 2 faves, 3 comments. And then again, look how intricate this is. Like these little anchors and shit. It's like, I would not have the patience for that. Would you? Rich? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. No, I wouldn't have the patience for that.
No, I mean, look at how tiny and intricate this is and how detailed. I would not have the patience for that. Like, she's got mad skill with that tiny, intricate shit. Like I was talking about with Joseph Jewelers and the watches. That's, God, I could not do that. That is talent. And it's talent I don't personally have. That's, like, wow.
Well, it's art within art, so, I mean, it makes it double the better.
79 views, 3 faves, 5 comments. Yeah, but, like, I could not do that. I do not.
Every person that viewed that has a foot fetish. And
Oh yeah, that must be it. They can't possibly appreciate the intricacy of the art involved and the freaking talent required to do this. They're just gonna scream foot fetish because they're being haters because they can't do shit this good, so they're all butthurt. So they gotta psychologically project. Oh well, haters gonna hate. Look at this shit. Freaking palm trees and birds and shit. Look at how detailed that is. Intricate. Tiny, intricate. And I mean, you know how like globby freaking like nail polish can get like at the end of the thing and whatever. It's like, how does she get it to such a fine point to be able to do that fine detail without it all running into each other? God, I'd have trouble painting a freaking wall with any sort of level detail like that, much less little freaking nails. I mean, God. She's
Yeah,
got some amazing talent.
she's good at that. I'd like to see her do some like NASA themed ones, or like with little space shuttles and.
Request it. She will. She totally will. Tell her.
If she's watching it right now, she's hearing the request.
Or if she doesn't watch this as soon as you'd like her to, just tell her anyway. Just send her a note like, "Hey, I'd love it if you."
All she'd have to do is look at the original photos of all the different types of rocket launches. She could have Gemini, she could have Mercury, she could have Apollo, she could have the space shuttle, she could have NASA, she could do all of that stuff.
39 views, 3 favorites, 3 comments. Yeah, she could totally do that. Electric watermelon nails. I have to admit, that's kind of cute. And definitely appropriate if she's like hanging out on like some beach in California or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's got 52 views, 2 faves. And then, of course, she also draws and paints. So here's one of her drawings. It's called Bittersweet Elegancy. She said, this one I submitted into my art show for my school, and it just makes me so happy. I don't know why, but it just looks so awesome. What do you guys think? Don't forget to comment, etc., etc., etc. Are you seeing this on your screen?
Yeah, I'm seeing part of it.
This is that elegance you were talking about, I think. That, like girls like dressing elegantly and everything. But she's like drawing an example of it. "25 views, 4 babes, 4 comments." Then here's a skull drawing, and this is an army skull. Sacrifice, respect, duty, honor, loyalty, courage. Although, unfortunately, these days it's more like rape, pillage, military, industrial complex, and be the bitch of warmongering scumfucks that make money like Halliburton on weapons and killing people. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. It's still a cool picture. Views 35, favorites 2. And then she makes little, memes and quotes and stuff. There are moments when one has to choose between living one's own life fully, entirely, completely, or dragging out some false, shallow existence that the world in its hypocrisy demands. And that's a quote from Oscar Wilde. And she, did this little, picture meme thing of that. So that's cool. And I fully agree with that, as per my comment there. Fuck yes. 52 views, 3 favorites. And then here's some, let's see, she said, this is just my favorite piece ever because I love jasmine tea and I love the cool colors that work so well together. Plus, creating this was super fun. What do you guys think? So on and so forth. So she did this drawing of, she's got the tea glass with the flower and the writing on it and so on and so on. That's pretty cool. 23 views, 3 favorites. Dream in colors never seen before. Be creative. And yes, she knew this. And this has 44 views, 4 favorites. Then, of course, she's a fellow Christian, the more Gnostic, metaphysical, open-minded type. Not the fire, hell, brimstone, and actually worshiping Satan, but pretending to believe in Christ, sort of fundamentalist, nut wacko sort. So here's a picture that she made of a cross. And it's got all sorts of other little esoteric symbols on it as well. You see the Vesica Pisces in there. You see the different spirals and things like that. So got a lot of, ancient esoteric symbolism in there. And even the cross itself, most people don't know, is ancient esoteric symbolism. 22 views, 1 favorite. And then this is just, I guess she painted that. The bee may be likened to deceit, for it has honey in its mouth and poison behind. 24 views, 2 favorites. Here's her and her brother again. Oh, but selfies are lame. Shut up. $34 views, 4 favorites. Okay, yeah, someone else is taking the picture of him, but still, just like, he's all like, don't take a picture of me, because that's lame. It's a waste of resources. Blah, blah. Shut up. I'm butthurt. Then here's a picture she did, untamed. The wild is so untamed, and yet we try to contain it. What do you guys think? Don't forget to comment, fave, etc., etc., etc. So it looks like this is a combination of photography and painting and digital art, like all rolled into one. And this has 20 views, 3 favorites. Goals weren't an end. They were what propelled you towards the next challenge. I fully agree with that. And this looks like one of her nature pictures that she's taken. And then she, did her little text and stuff on that. 120 views, 3 favorites. Now, because she has a lot of art, and it would take 4 freaking ever to go through it all individually, I'm going to go back into grid mode just to get better overviews and only click in when it's really pertinent. Like, okay, galaxy nails. This is a really good one. Look at how intricate that is. Again, it's got the...
So it looks like Hubble Space Telescope pictures.
Yeah, pretty much. And
on her hand.
Yeah, and she did that all by hand. Very intricate and very cool, and there's no way I could have the patience to do something like that.
Imagine if she made ones that,
And look, it's in NASA headquarters. That's your group. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, she submitted that a while. And as I was saying, imagine if she, were to sell stuff like that on, made them on those acrylic nails and sold them to the Kennedy Space Center for, girls who happen to be going through there and want them, or, all kinds of potentials.
Or even, just online on eBay or whatever, and, she just puts in the proper keywords and so on and so forth. And then girls who are interested in that sort of stuff find it. So yeah, we see more drawings, more photography. She's got some nature stuff here. Moving forward. A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it isn't open. Yes. Shut up. I'm William Black. I'm the DMCA face. 27 views, 3 favorites. Oh, much less than it should have, in my opinion. It's a very good and true piece of wisdom there. Here's some of her digital art. I think that one's kind of cool. I've actually used a version of this for a PSEC episode. When I was doing that movie review of The Purge, I kind of mixed this with some other things and used that. That was a cool one. This one's kind of got a multicolor spectrum here. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Damn straight. Creativity, imagination. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. But I learned more with Common Core. Common Core says imagination is Satan and is disrespectful to authority. And I shouldn't use imagination because imagination is condescending. I should blindly obey and do whatever everybody tells me because I'm stupid and my brain doesn't work good enough and I need authority to tell me what to think and what to feel. And imagination is the devil. The truth may hurt, but it will set you free. Yeah, bitches! Let the butthurt flow through you. Although you do it better than I do.
I need let the butthurt flow through you. And your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Views 27, favorites 1. Let's see. Oh, more intricate stuff. Let's check this out. Look at that. Holiday nails. Look at how freaking intricate that is. That is like badass. People would totally freaking pay for that. And not to mention, if she would actually make it in a video to where she's showing how she makes it and stuff. She's done one video like that, and I've seen it on her Facebook, and I don't even think it's marked public. You have to be like a friend added on there, but I've seen her do a video tutorial on this sort of stuff, and it's pretty cool. So I know she can do it. I know she's fully capable of doing video tutorial stuff. She's just got this whole, paradigm of like, oh, what right do I have to put that on YouTube and monetize it and make money on these tutorials? Society says I'm naughty if I do that. Oh, society can go blow it out its fucking asshole. This is awesome. And, making money on a video you're offering for free, fuck yeah. And then you could take these designs and, do it on the acrylic nails and sell them and make money that way too. Hell yeah. Views 38, favorites 3. More intricate stuff that kind of looks like wrapping paper. Red and green nails. 27 views, 1 thing. Okay. Let's see. Holiday berry nails, as we could see, yet more intricacy. And yes, you can be a straight guy who doesn't like doing anything with his own nails and still appreciate the amount of raw fucking talent that goes into shit like this. I don't gotta be here like, oh, yes, sailor. Oh, I just get on my petty and my manny and oh boy, woohoo. You don't have to be like gay. That's like stereotypical, fucking bullshit, more societal prejudice crap, stereotypes. Oh, guys have to wear pants only and girls have to wear dresses only. And if a girl wears pants, then she's a dyke. And if a Scotsman wears a kilt, then he's a fag. Now shut up.
No, if the Scotsman wears a kilt and he's a man and you accuse him of otherwise, he'll just chop your head off with a claymore. So it really doesn't do you any well to try to convince him otherwise.
Or he'll maybe chop your manhood off. The sword will go in the other direction. It's Lorena time, motherfucker! You talk about my manhood. Pick your dick up off the floor.
The only manhood you had isn't there anymore.
And here is Richelle and the boyfriend, Tyler. In case you were all wondering what the boyfriend looks like, this is the boyfriend, otherwise known as Ed Grimley.
He's just sitting there. He's just sitting there like,
just like, I don't got a monkey on my back. I got something like cute and awesome on my back. So like, all you monkeys are just like jealous.
I'm gonna score.
Haters gonna hate. And then here's some crazy light thing she did with Christmas lights, which reminds me of almost something like what my dad did with Christmas lights when I was younger. Like, I don't know what this is called, but you know that like that plastic bumpy like grated shit that sometimes fits in slots and there's like fluorescent lights behind it, but it's like it's flexible plastic and it's a cover. I don't know the proper name for it, but he took 4 pieces of that and like took these pieces of wood and like cut it to fit so it all slipped in and like clamped in, and he had all these blinking like a string of blinking Christmas lights with the cord coming out from it, all just like hanging in there, like he had screws supporting it, so all the lights were just like dangling inside there. And then when you would plug it in and they do all the different blinking stuff, because the plastic wasn't completely see-through, but it let the light through, but it didn't really have any visibility. You had all these different like blotch patterns of light just like all around all 4 sides of it, and it looked really cool. Eventually it just like got old and wore out and broke, and we don't have it anymore, and that's a shame. It was cool, whatever, but I just thought that was neat. My dad tossed that together. Underwater lantern, in other words, a picture of a jellyfish. That's Richelle painted.
I have another idea. She needs to start making like Cold War themed or like even flag themed nails. Like she could be doing like Russian, American, Spanish, French, Scottish, British, Brazilian.
I'm not
Chilean.
100% on this, but I think she's done flags already. I mean, I could be wrong, but it sounds vaguely familiar. I think she has done some flags.
Well, maybe some, but I mean, she could do like every country in the world, like present and historical. The ideas are like endless.
Nazi nails.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah.
that would be good for Michelle Obama. Nazi nails.
People's Republic of China nails, Soviet nails, Weimar Republic nails, Banana Republic. I don't know.
Here's another for Richelle and the boy toy.
We're gonna do it later. I'm just being a troll.
I know.
You can see the look on their face. We're gonna do it later. That's another thing I respect about Richelle, She's waiting.
Yep. Not that it's any of our business, but to the best of my knowledge, they haven't gone there yet. They haven't gone there yet on principle, not out of, any appeasement shit or whatever.
Yeah, which is kind of a rare quality anymore, which I really respect. I mean, that's just like, that's huge.
I share that same quality. It's like, in my opinion, like if I wanted a thrill ride, I got like Six Flags, Great America, like 45 minutes away. I feel that if you're gonna make love, make love. Don't make it, meaningless, animalistic. Like, yeah, stick my dick in your tongue, gang, gang, That's not making love. That's just like, interactive porn, and it's degrading, and it's like, no.
Well, the Bible warns against it for a reason, because it's destructive to one's personality.
Yeah. I mean, hey, not saying that it's not okay to, admire and think and whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own bedroom shower or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
like take action and like degrade, a woman in that way, like, come here, bitch, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, that's just like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't condone the other way around either. I'm not saying that like guys are exclusively guilty of this or anything. I'm not making it, a gender thing, as if one gender's guilty and the other's innocent. So no, I'm not playing that card. That's bullshit. But moving right along, here's a picture of Richelle being like, badass in a sportsmanship sort of way, just gliding through the air on, that little thing she's hooked up to. I don't know the proper name of this. Do you know the proper name of what this
Hold
is?
on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me take a look. It's a zip line.
Okay. Yeah, so she did that. So there she is, just zipping through the air, being all badass and shit, like a freaking ninja. And that one's got 46 views, 5 days. More intricate stuff. Look at the intricacy of this. Freaking crazy. Zigzag sparkle nails. I mean, obviously, I don't exactly do nails myself or whatever, but, I respect the freaking talent it takes to go into this stuff. Holy shit. 33 views, one thing. Polka dot flower nails. Look at those dots. Don't they almost look perfectly round? And then, like, the flower designs on there. Holy crap. That almost looks like machine made, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Not completely, but almost.
She needs to literally do space flight series and space nails. I'm making that request. She needs to do like every type of picture known to mankind, not just the space nebula stuff, but I mean, like, like imagine having, like, Ed White in one corner doing spacewalk, have like Buzz Aldrin in the center standing on the moon. I mean, she could literally do that level of detail. It's just that good.
Yeah,
You'd literally thinking you would literally think you're staring at a photograph or something.
do like little portrait nails and shit, like, a Dave Kelso nail for the middle finger so that when the girl's flipping off an asshole, she can do it right.
Hmm.
Double fuck you, motherfucker.
And then her trigger finger's got my portrait on it.
And then here's palm tree toenails. Look at the freaking palm tree design in there. Is that not freaking intricate? Again, that's just like magical freaking talent. That almost looks machine done. That almost looks like it was some machine template and a fake nail went through a machine press and but she did that by hand.
Yeah, the sunlight in the background looks,
42 views, 2 faves.
looks real. Looks like a real sunset in the background.
Yeah, I mean, she has got freaking mad skill talent. Totally. So, I mean, you know, if anybody's lasted this long in the video, you're totally seeing why I just have completely high respect for this chick's talent. Even her more simplistic stuff looks cool. Look at this. This is a painting of like a boat on the ocean.
Or a really big lake.
Or something. But yeah. Even that looks cool. It's like, it's simple, but like, look at the way the colors are going.
Oh, I know. She could make national park nails. See, I'm coming up with all kinds of ideas. She could do like Yellowstone, Crater Lake, Glacier National Park.
She could like draw a badass freaking mural on some wall somewhere that's there for like 50 years. Oh, and as of recently, she kind of stepped down from doing the race car thing for a while, and she's selling her race car.
It's because
But
she knows it's because she knows I'm right, and that air racing is better. I'm just gonna start trolling her until she actually gets a race car, so that way when she gets to the air show circuit, she'll have no choice but to race me. She's just gonna have to face that reality. If she wants to get smoked on the runway, she's gonna need a car to do that.
And here's some more of her nature photography. Like, look at this thing. This is badass. That's somewhere in Colorado, I do believe. Pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then this doesn't look so much like a river as it does like a creek.
Yeah, that's a creek.
It looks like it's going through some kind of public park or something.
Yep. Looks like a man-made creek.
Yeah, like a water runoff system. But a lot of those are actually populated with fish.
Yep.
You know, there's a pond system in the suburbs of Chicago. It spans across several pieces of private property, and one of the pieces of private property is a hotel, and they let people fish in there. You know, they don't mind. They figure, you know, it's advertising for the hotel, right? But here's the thing. There's all different types of fish, frogs, all sorts of stuff in there. But all the places that, you know, have this pond system on their property, because it's like several properties put together, all the places that have this, none of them stocked it. You know how the fish got there?
Naturally.
Ducks and geese and things like that. Because all the stuff that's in there are no live breeders in there. It's all egg layers. So, you know, the ducks and the geese and stuff, they set down in a pond or whatever. They get some of the eggs up in their feathers, then they take off, and then they set down in another place, and then those eggs drop off, and then they hatch, and then they mature, and so on and so forth. So, man-made stuff like this, even if it isn't technically connected to another body of water that's got fish and stuff like that, the birds will freaking populate it with fish. You gotta love how nature works like that.
Mm-hmm.
The birds will actually put a fish population in there. I have seen that in real life. It is freaking cool. You gotta love how nature operates.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how fish end up in places like even like Crater Lake. It's because of the birds.
Yeah, that thing is so remote. You know, there's no way fish started in there just by default. You
Well,
know, the
no,
birds.
because it's a volcanic caldera that got filled up with rainwater and snow melt.
Yeah.
There's a few
Well,
native species of fish in there that were there long before they even introduced anything. But they've only introduced, like, I think one species in there.
yeah. The rest was
for biodiversity purposes.
the rest was the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Here's more intricacy. 22 views, 2 fans. I don't know how long we've been on the Hangout, but we've probably shown enough at this point. So, any final thoughts as far as, female self-image and, your views on how much of a badass Richelle is going to be on YouTube when she gets the confidence to start putting this stuff out there on video and then monetizing it, and just all the views she's going to get, and just all the paradigms, and what have you to say?
Nothing much. It's just, she's a remarkable young gal, and, she's already got a big, major head start, and she's going to blossom from here.
Totally. As long as she lets herself. There is a free will factor. No one can force her.
Mm-hmm.
But, she's got obscene potential. And, I really hope that she does allow herself to succeed monetarily and in every other way using her art instead of thinking.
All I'm going to say is don't pull any of my ex-girlfriend's moves. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking, self-sabotage the shit out of yourself.
Yeah, totally. Because, I mean, if you look at a lot of the other girls on YouTube who have nail art tutorials and they're just fully expressive, being themselves, they've got like a shitload of followers, and their stuff is monetized, and they're making money off of that. And then girls equally awesome like Richelle, they look at that and go, oh, well, that's them. That's not me. I could never succeed with that. I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. And hey, you've got the frickin', PSEC Facebook page and YouTube channel and all this stuff to promote your art through if you want to. Anything that's space and aviation related that you do as far as art, you've got the NASA headquarters group that you could submit it to on DeviantArt, and that is growing quickly, much to William Black's dismay. So you've got a lot of avenues to put yourself out there. Katarina's got a huge following. I'm sure that, she'd be happy to share your stuff, so on and so forth. But, Richelle, we can't force you to do anything. We can only tell you about the potentials and, how awesome all this could be if you allow yourself to go there. But, we can't make you go there. And this goes for all you other awesome girls that are out there fucking dissing yourselves and shit. This goes for Kristen just every bit as much as Richelle, because she's totally awesome and she's artistic and she's a good speaker, and she might be sitting there thinking, oh, but I haven't done nearly as much as Richelle and blah, blah, blah. You haven't let yourself yet. It doesn't mean you're not going to. It doesn't mean you can't. You just haven't let yourself yet. And, all these other girls that are out there thinking, I can't do that, and blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, and what if some creepers send me creepy notes and then I cry and blah, blah, blah. Don't let them get you down. Publicly humiliate them. They're only sending you creepy notes in private because they think you're not going to do anything with it, and that, they think they could get all bossy and pushy with you.
Yeah, you could pull a Mariah Dawn and publicly post that on Facebook and say, yeah, I'm going to chop your balls off and stuff them down your throat with a buck knife.
But I mean, just like publicly humiliate them. Get on a YouTube hangout, enable screen share. Yeah, this is what this creeper said to me. Look at that. Oh, yeah. A little bit of public humiliation goes a long way to discourage these assholes. They don't like that. They like being in control. They don't like being the one laughed at and being out of control. So public humiliation, you get these creepy notes going, oh yeah, baby, and oh, I love your boobies, and oh, your feet, and oh, your pussy, and blah, 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 and all this creepy fucking nasty shit, oh, do some naked poses for me, all this stupid shit. Just like freaking publicly humiliate them. Be like, hey, everybody, look at what, Creeper1234 sent me a private note on today. This guy's a freaking loser. And just laugh at him and talk about how he has a small dick and, whatever.
It's like, number one, if your only goal in life is to get into a woman's pants, you've got very poor life goals.
If you're that desperate for pussy, get a cat and try not to rape it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm not advocating bestiality porn. Thank you, but no thank you.
Oh, man, I was hoping you were. I don't want to feel left out.
Sorry, Mr. Clinton.
I even got a Confederate flag tattooed on old Slick.
No. Guess they're just going to have to ban your pee-pee. It should be banned as it is anyway.
Hashtag take Slick Willie down. Take it down, Mr. Clinton. Take it down.
Hashtag don't go down on Slick Willie.
Nobody wants to see that flesh polarize.
As far as any other hateful comments like, oh, you're just being a narcissistic bitch and whatever. Hey, haters gonna hate. Just respect their right to do it. And people will be impressed by how well you handle the haters and how you didn't get mad.
What about my friend
That'll get you more views. Huh?
What about my friend Brianna on TSU?
How has she been lately? Haven't heard from her much.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything that she wouldn't want me to say publicly, but she's doing okay, as far as I can tell. Certain events haven't changed because certain boyfriends are control freakish, but I'm not going to say anything more than that because I know she wouldn't want me to. But beyond that, she's doing okay.
All I can say is, once she can, find it in herself to boost her self-esteem to the level that she's worthy of, then obviously the more her confidence goes up, she'll be able to, use whatever artistic abilities she has to, excel herself forward as well. So, like I said, this isn't just for, Richelle or Kristen or whomever else. This is for like all you ladies out there. And like, dude, I don't care if you're like a 90-year-old freaking grandmother. Like, make YouTube videos about knitting quilts for fuck's sake. Like, making the money that way. Make some like, quilt knitting tutorials or, show people how they, used to, take eggs from chickens in the 1940s or whatever it is you do. Freaking get up there and do that. Just because you're getting up there in years doesn't mean that, technology is this impossible thing. I was around when the world was made, and I'm too old to do anything. That's a crock of bullshit. Any idiot can, just like use a cell phone and a Google Hangout and point a camera and, here's me knitting my quilt. Put that shit up there and make some money, monetize that. They're probably like screwing you on your pension anyway or whatever. Get some extra money coming in. Don't use age as an excuse. Don't use anything as an excuse, Like Katarina would say, be you to the fullest, be confident, be yourself. It's all good. And frickin', just be the change you want to create. No more excuses.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, if you get the chance, follow Brianna on TSU. Her account name is Jefferson Country Girl.
Yep, we got a TSU account too, and that's a place where you can make money posting on social media. And granted, in the short term, you're not going to make much. By my figures, I figure you probably got to have about 500,000 followers to make any decent on there worth bragging about. But look at it this way: the time is going to pass anyways. And if you keep posting interesting stuff on there, you'll keep getting more followers. And it's not that hard. It's not time consuming. I mean, you can literally take 2 minutes a day to post stuff on there. And, you know, that'll be enough that, hell, even if it takes you 10, 15 years to make any decent money, I mean, if it means 10, 15 years from now you're making an extra, $2,000 a month or something because you've got a freaking jillion followers because every day you posted a few things on TSU for that duration of time, well, the time's going to pass anyway. So would you rather have it pass not making jack shit, so like 15 years from now you're like, it's still not making it, yeah. Or, would you rather make money over that time and look back and go, wow, at first when I started on TSU 15 years ago, I wasn't making shit, but, now I got like, 2 million followers and I'm pulling in like $5,000 a month and whatever. And yes, no matter what you post, it is good enough. Don't give me that, my stuff isn't good enough. I have bad taste in this or that or blah, blah, blah. Freaking kitty cat videos go viral on like crappy cell phones that don't have good video quality.
Speaking of cats, Brianna posted that one cool photo of her cat, and one of the main head guys that runs TSU, or was it the main CEO, commented on
the CEO, Sebastian, what's his name, actually freaking liked it and commented on it. And that's like the CEO of freaking TSU.
And we were telling her that, and she's like, is that good? It's like, it doesn't matter if it's good to us or anybody else. You're asking for our approval.
The point is that the probabilities of that are astronomical, but there it was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an excuse eliminator. It's like, the whole, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm new to this, I don't have interesting stuff, blah blah blah. What freaking ever. You post a cat picture and the freaking CEO of the damn thing clicks like and comments. I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as you just keep posting stuff, then you're going to build a demographic that gets more interested, you're going to get more followers and stuff, and eventually, you're going to make it. Right now I've got something like, oh, let me look and see what the hell I have. I'm on screen share any freaking way. 1,288 friends and 835 followers. And, there's people on here with 10,000 followers, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. So, I mean, the time's going to pass no matter what. So you can either do something with that time or not. And TSU is not complicated at all. Paste in a link, hit post, it's done. Oh, wow, like that was hard. The interface is so easy. Anybody could freaking use it. It's not a problem. You take like 2 minutes a day. That's nothing. You all spend more time playing Farmville or watching America's Top Model or whatever the hell it is you do, time waste and shit. So, you got no excuses here other than just being afraid of your own success. Let's face it.
Well, in good news.
Do what?
In good news, I'm at 95 cents on my TSU account, almost getting ready to break $1. And I just had a couple more people like some. I just advertised my group on TSU because I just remembered maybe I should post something more.
Oh, and let's be honest, just to make a point, the only reason that his is that low is because it's taken him this long to get over his own blocks about it. Exactly what we're talking about. Whereas I'm not blocked on it, and I think I've got something like, what, I'm up to $13 on TSU now, something like that. So yeah, I mean, this is totally making the point right here. It's about how you choose to view yourself and the actions you decide to take.
And I'm proud of the fact that I'm almost at $1. I mean, I don't judge it as negativity. I mean, I've just been busy and really haven't had the opportunity to get on there and do it.
And you had a lot of blocks too, because even when you were quote unquote busy, you had hours to play space simulators, but couldn't find 2 minutes to post on TSU. That was due to blocks. Yes, you're over those blocks now. You don't sabotage yourself like that anymore. But let's face it, at first you did.
Mm-hmm.
At first, you're not anymore. Give credit where credit is due, but at first you did.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
before
you
that,
and
you couldn't
I.
even get up to 25 cents because you were blocking yourself. Now it's like, whoa, I'm almost up to $1 in a lot shorter amount of time than it took me to get to the 25 cents. It's like, yeah, well, you're not cock blocking yourself now, of course.
I
Oh,
remember. I remember when I went to 20. It took me like 3.5, 4 months to get to 25 cents.
because you were blocking yourself.
And then of course James, poor old James, he's cock blocking himself so
I'm
bad he
not
hasn't made
making
anything.
money. You never post anything on there. What do you expect the money fairy to just come along? It's like, you're
Hand it
making,
over to me.
don't do anything. You know, even if he posted his bitchy ass, whiny, ranty journals on frickin' TSU with him complaining about everything, ironically, he'd make money on that.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hope this inspires Richelle and inspires Kristen and continues to inspire Katerina and Brianna and eh, anybody else watching this, you know, the old elderly grandmother down the street, whoever, you know, I hope this inspires you into realizing that, you know, if you just open up to your own creativity and awesomeness and just be yourself and put it out there and do what you can do and don't think, oh, I'm too old or too young or too this or too that to learn this or do that. Just flush all that crap down the toilet and realize that it's not really all that hard. It's just getting out of your own way. Don't cock block. Then yeah, you'll amaze yourself. You'll be awesome. It'll take some time, but the time's gonna pass anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So yeah, I think that about does it for this one. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching and listening and putting up with our relentless rants about artistic awesomeness and societal bullshit. And we'll see you all next time. Infinite Google Hangout tunnel of the multiverse. Woo, woo, woo.